Hello there. This is a bug report for a corruption event that can occur if you have more than 10 corruption. So in my game, I'm doing one tag World Conquest. This is a casual run. Yes, casual 3 mountains. Kind of preparing myself. In the near future, I'm going to be attempting a world record one tag review attempt. I literally just started streaming yesterday, so I've noticed that on stream my mouse cursor isn't matching up with my clicks. I apologize for that. Since I just started yesterday, I don't know how to fix that quite yet. But I wanted to get this video out right away because yesterday we decided to set up Twitch and start streaming the final day of this 3 mountains run in preparation for the very near future doing the World Conquest world record. And then just at the end, this event fired. Now this is a corruption event that has a chance to fire on a bi-yearly pulse. This is a trade good disappearing event if you have more than 10 corruption. You got the fish disappearing event. Now right now, we can move around, we can select our troops, we can windows, everything's fine, we're good. However, if we attempt to click this event, this is what happens. We just hover over it, and I can't do anything. Game freezes entirely. If you get this event, and you don't know how to deal with it, to get rid of it, your game will remain in a bugged state. Which is why I'm rushing to get this video out. This video is for anyone who's interested in avoiding this. And this is also going to Paradox. So if we wait a minute and don't hover over it, we can move the game around again. And we can move the box. We just cannot hover over that little icon that says we must gain control of the fish market. So what ends up happening is the game will freeze completely if we attempt to click it. The event is bugged out. So what we're going to do is we are now going to wait for the event to time out on its own. I'm just going to speed 5. And we don't care about rebels or anything like that because my save is already ruined. This. Well, what's going to happen is very soon the event will time out. As I'm sure you know, if you don't click an event after a few months, it will time out on its own. That's what we're waiting for. And now it's timed out. So, after about 3-4 months, the game event will time out. Now, what's happened is now that it's timed out, the game is completely frozen. I can't do anything. I can't click anything. And I'm getting the little working icon from Windows. And I try to click the game, and now I get the message, wait for the program to respond, or close the program. If the event times out, you can wait until the cows come home. I know because I tested this for many hours yesterday. It will never respond. So you've got to close the program. And I'm going to back up. And please forgive me for not having anything good on my little screen there. I just started getting Twitch set up yesterday. So we're going to go back into the game and show you what happens when you try to load back up after it's timed out. Let's go ahead and do that. Play. Now the event is back. If you attempt to click it, the game will freeze. But it timed out very shortly after this save, right? So now it should time out again. And run. As you can see, it's not timing out. Right about here was where it timed out. It's not timing out. What happens is the event refreshes the timer. So we can play the game as long as we don't interact with this event at all in any way, shape, or form. We just let it keep going. The event times out, and now we are back into a bugged state. Completely frozen, can't do anything, can't click anything. Getting a little working icon from Windows, asking me if I want to close the program. So this is how you deal with this if you get this event. The first thing you want to do is Alt F4 your game. And my mistake that I made was the game had crashed a couple of times when I was doing this World Conquest run. In previous patches, I never really experienced a lot of game crashes. In 1.29, it's happened a couple of times. 1.29 seems to be a little bit less stable than 1.28. So it already crashed, I think, once or twice in this run. So I didn't think too much about it. I just went and I hit continue. And you do not want to make that mistake. You want to go to a backup save. And probably make even a copy of that backup save before you attempt to go back in the game. You want to go to a state before the event has occurred. Anytime this event occurs. Because if you hit continue, your backup save will then be replaced with the continue save. You will lose that backup save that goes back a few months before the event fires. So don't hit continue, go to a backup save. If you are doing a 3 Mountains or a World Conquest or just a run that you don't want to have ruined completely by accident, if this event fires, if you do end up having more than 10 corruption, because for whatever reason you're doing a World Conquest and you can't keep the corruption under control, or you had economy problems and you needed to take 10 corruption, I would recommend also making backup saves every 5 years or so, just so that you don't have to restart. You've got a place in time that's not too far back in the past you can go back to. As of right now, I don't know what is exactly triggering this. I'm hoping Paradox can figure it out. It may be the fact that I am Ryukyu when it happened. It might be the fact that I have my capital in the New World. I do not know. It might just be just this event itself in 1.29 is bugged. I don't know what all the triggers are. All I know is that in this situation, with Ryukyu, one tag, capital in the New World, World Conquest run, this event fired and put the game into a bugged state. So I don't know if anyone else has experienced this. I may be the first person to find this bug. Sending my save files and a bug report off to Paradox along with a link to this video. I'm hoping they can isolate exactly what's causing it and isolate it and get it out in the next bug fix. But if you have 10 corruption, doing any run that you don't want to get ruined, it's important to be aware of this bug, because if you're not, and you accidentally do what I did and just don't even think about it, click that continue button and not have a backup save. My previous backup save that I had made was from 1715, and it was a week ago. I've been putting in several hours every day for the past week working on this run. On a World Conquest, it's very tedious. So having to go back 60 years is a nightmare in a run like this. I might as well start over. So, really, just be aware of it. Make backup saves. If you get that event and you go to click it and you notice your game's immediately freezing, I call this the Ghost in the Machine event, because it's like having a ghost in the machine that's going to prevent you from continuing no matter what. It will keep coming back and haunting you till the end of days. Every few months, timeout, you reload, it's going to refresh the timeout timer. Your game's going to crash every 3 to 4 months. Sometimes it's 3 months, sometimes it's 4 months. I don't know why the game can't decide whether it's 3 or 4 months. That's something for Paradox to work out. But for whatever reason, this is what happens. So be aware of it, and I hope that if it happens to you, that if you see this video, you can prevent it from ruining your game. So thank you for watching, and good luck if this does happen to you, and hopefully it does not ruin a run like this where you're right at the end, literally just a few years away from complete goal, and having a bug like this just completely destroy the run. So thank you very much for watching, and good luck with